We are live. Week 2 of the NFL preseason gets underway tonight, and week 2 of our preseason divisional coverage begins tonight as well as we take it up north, AFC and NFC. Before we get to that, I'm going to bring our astute panelists. Wait, they're not available. I'm bringing my brothers on board. Start with Mr. 334 himself. What is going on? Yeah, I got lost for words there. Trying to change up just a little bit. How's it going?
Nah, man, chilling, man. Trying to dodge this triple-digit heat we've been experiencing here in Alabama lately.
Well, the East Coast is getting some rain tonight.
I need some of it.
So they're suffering just a little bit.
I'll take some rain.
Speaking of the North, we're going to talk about the North, and one team in the North needs a lot of help, and we know that one person on the panel is a North fan of a particular team of the North. So we're only going to bring him on. Maybe he'll come up and play center for the Baltimore Ravens himself. That is the chef. What's going on?
No hell. No hell, I will not. But what's good with it?
That's the second worst thing after losing Lindstrom, right? Is losing your Linderbaum. Sorry, Linderbaum. And then losing a guy that's supposed to replace a Linderbaum. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I need those thoughts to stew in your head just for a little bit. And since you're the chef, we're not talking about beef stew. We're talking about those thoughts, marinating in your head. We discussed the West last week, and since we discussed the West last week, the 49ers have added more names to their injury report. Speaking of the West and injury report, here's our producer, Mr. JB himself.
Ain't nobody been
Why are you looking at me like that?
The only person added to the injury report is Jackson Dart.
Not
the
at all.
Blue Eater out east, but we gonna talk about them next week.
They is scared anytime that boy touches the ball. Like they just put him to that red tent every time.
Concussion bros. Him and Scatterbo. Concussion bros.
Just because I mentioned his name, he got a concussion right now. He went down.
I don't know what's going on. McCaffrey is being held out, not for contractual reasons, but for booty tightness, something like that, right? Muscle tightness. I think we're saying the same thing. But
are we?
What is going on with McCaffrey? Before we go back up north, talk to me about what is going on with C-Mac.
They are in the firm belief that C-Mac does not need to be there for the preseason games or for the training camp. He's good to go. They just holding him out for precautionary reasons because he has a injury history. So
he doesn't need to be there at all. Like he's not even at training camp.
No, he's at training camp. He's just not doing any practice.
Is he off on the side? Is on an electrical substation across the street? As the engineer?
They're not in Santa Clara. They're in Los Angeles right now.
Well, I don't blame.
They did the one game at home. Now they on the road. They in Los Angeles. Then they go to Vegas. So
I don't blame them at all. Stay away from Santa Clara. But we are talking about the North. And obviously, we're going to start, well, not necessarily obviously, but we'll start with the division winners of the NFC. And cover boy himself of Madden, of course. The Chicago Bears, soon to be the Indiana Bears, but they said they're not going to change the name. Even though they are going to move, they're going to keep the name. But either way, is the Bears the team to beat in the NFC North? JB, right back to you.
In the NFC North, the NFC North is kind of wide open. Honestly, I don't. You still got the Lions up there. You got Green Bay up there. You got what's the 14?
Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota. I don't know why I blanked on Minnesota. Oh, it's because they quarterback is blanking on everything else. He probably playing Madden right now. But the NFC North is real wide open. You don't know who will come out. Although we did get word that Laporta's in danger of missing the first game of the season. He's in danger of missing week 1 today with a groin, either a groin or a hamstring. But he's in that danger zone right now, missing week 1. They're trying to get him back right. And Detroit need Laporta, but as long as they have them guys on the defensive side, they go be all right. But as far as to answer your question, I just don't know right now because
it is a hip injury for Laporta.
Hip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was close. It's in that leg region. So, but yeah, I can't say they're the team to beat. They're just wide open.
Since you brought up the Detroit Lions, them trading away David Montgomery, which was a shock to most, if not all, of the outsiders looking in, obviously, and extending Jamar Gibbs to the fullest. That man got paid. What'd I say?
Jamar.
It's the same thing. Whatever.
Not even close.
Okay, if we call you Omar, are you gonna answer?
Yeah, I've been called worse. I've been called worse. Jahmyr Gibbs, that's my son's name. Jahmyr, not the Gibbs. He's poor like me, unlike Gibbs. But either way, they did sign Isaiah Pacheco. Well, we know that's not the same Isaiah Pacheco that we've seen the last 2 years.
And he got hurt immediately.
I wanted to focus on Chicago, but we moved on to Detroit that fast. But we're not going to forget about the Bears because they made some moves that they were head scratchers just as much. But we'll start with who do you have winning the division, then we'll break down the team. Let's just do it that way. Fleck, who do you have coming out of the North?
I'm going to go with Detroit. Just because, looking at their schedule is a little bit more favorable. I mean, they play pretty much the same people, but
I think we established that last week. Yes.
Yeah, but the games that aren't the same are easier on Detroit than they are on the Bears.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to be Detroit, Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Was Detroit a playoff team last year?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did they?
I don't think they.
I think Chicago got in there from
the Bears and Green Bay went in, and then the 3 teams out west.
I don't know why I thought Detroit was wild card.
Yeah, then the Eagles, and then
no, they didn't.
Won the South.
They didn't.
One game, didn't they?
And that's why they got those 2 easier games. I think there's 3 easier games actually, because they weren't playoff teams. So that's an advantage, and I do agree with you, Fleck, on that aspect. Chef, who do you have coming out of the North of the NFC?
I'm leaning towards Detroit. I'm wondering how that Terrion Arnold situation is going to pan out for their defense, and some of the injuries and other people leaving. And yeah, we know Isaiah Pacheco is not the same Isaiah Pacheco that he used to be, but I mean he's a good battering ram type back. So. We're not asking him for speed. We're asking him for brutality down on the trying to get 1 or 2 yards. So I'm going to go with Detroit in a close one. But I actually think that Kyler Murray might end up surprising a bunch of us. And Minnesota ends up being the second team that's real close to Detroit. With Chicago, I'm curious about how the offensive play calling is going to happen this year because I want to say I saw something where Ben Johnson is handing over the play calling for offense. And I'm wondering how that's going to play out for that offense because especially with the Jay Moore leaving to go to Buffalo, and one of their wide receivers is hurt right now. So I'm thinking that's going to be a really big impact. And Rome Odunze is not, how do I say it? He's not the most available wide receiver through the season. So I think they're going to take a little step back. You
mentioned
3rd or 4th.
You mentioned Terrion Arnold, but I think the only person who's worried about him is the district attorney.
No, Tyrion Arnold was a really good DB in that defense. So he's going to be a huge gap that they're going to have to fill in. That they're going to have to find somebody to fill that gap.
I totally get that, but they're not worried about Tyrion Arnold. They're worried about the cornerback position.
Yeah, I mean the gap that he left open. Let's leave it at that. Then.
Correct. Fleck, you look perplexed on your face when he was talking.
Oh no. Okay.
You had
He
that.
was talking about the Ben Johnson hand over play call, and I was about to say, no, he just handed it over in that preseason
for that
game.
one game.
Yeah.
For that preseason. Okay.
You had that that Deacon, excuse me, finger up look.
And then I put it down because
Okay. just making sure we want to make sure we get all the points out that we can get. The Bears, to me, was a head scratcher because we talked about moves that were made that were head scratchers. Obviously, David Montgomery comes first, but DJ Moore getting shipped to Buffalo is a close second. Not understanding what the Bears were thinking, and you said it, Chef. Roma Dunze has not been him. You know, he's good. Luther Burden obviously is going to have to step up. Loveland finished off great, but is that enough to get them going? Manungai has been hurt. Swift is still swifting. He's still there. They're going to have to depend on that run game. The Bears did themselves a disservice, yay or nay, by moving DJ Moore.
DJ Moore wasn't really lighting it up for Chicago. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said it though. They're expecting big things out of Luther Burden, and I think that's what gave them the green light to be like, okay, we can trade a DJ Moore, especially if we're getting a second round pick for at this stage of his career. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I would have made that same move if I was the Bears.
I mean, you'd be crazy not to, actually. I mean, DJ Moore, he was solid. He wasn't like a game changer. He had some games where he disappeared, but in a lot of games he showed up. I hope Luther Burden steps up, comes back because he's injured right now, right?
Yes.
He's expected back, by week 1, but he is dealing with nagging injuries. But you said a word there, comeback, and they were known as the comeback kids of last season. Most of their wins were late in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Is Caleb Williams that dude?
No.
JB, why not?
No. I don't think he is. I think it's a combination of good offensive play calling and on the Bears end, but also lackadaisicalness on their opponents end. They just kind of get to a point where they start coasting. Caleb Williams has the potential to do something, but right now I don't think he is that dude to say let's just put it all on his back and let him go ahead and win us the game.
Almost 4,000 yards, almost 30 touchdowns. I'm gonna say he's well on his way. For a Bears franchise that has never had a 4,000-yard passer,
you said the same thing I said.
He was 50 yards short of that.
He's on his way to being there. He asked if he was that dude.
I mean, but then you also buried him. You're like, lackadaisical. You said you play call it. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's any quarterback.
Okay, let me meet you guys halfway then in this conversation, Chef. Out of the 4 quarterbacks out the north, Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, and Mini-Me, who would you choose first?
Me? I choose Jared Goff.
Me too.
I would go with Jared Goff.
Even when you're getting playoff Jared Goff?
I take my risk. I take the risk.
But have you seen any of the other ones in the playoffs? Sir?
Yeah.
I'm saying they haven't done anything. Is what
Jordan Love won a playoff game.
Jordan Love
won a playoff game. They both won playoff. I
got it, but
one.
I think I go Jared Goff. That's just my opinion.
Experience-wise, yes. I see what you're saying experience wise.
Jared Goff has won playoff games too, though.
When he was with the Rams, eh?
Yeah, no, when he was the Rams, but they also only kicked a field goal in that Super Bowl. But either way,
He won that wild card game against the Rams.
That's
Jared
true.
Goff.
you're go. Matter of fact, go ahead and draft them first for your fantasy team and tell me how that works out.
He
Hey,
said first.
remember I had him as my fantasy quarterback.
And I was sick. I was sick when you took him because I wanted him.
I had him as my fantasy quarterback, and he put up numbers for me that year.
Because he will put up big numbers. I wanted him bad.
I
I'm-
need him in
beat
the
me to the
playoffs.
punch.
I just need him in the regular season.
I
Yeah,
would
that
trust. I would trust Kyler Murray more with Jordan Addison, and even though he might not see much field time, and Justin Jefferson out there,
And I mean, don't forget he also has Hawkinson.
and TJ. Assuming
So
TJ
you
Hawkinson
don't
can stay.
trust Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Jameson Williams.
J-Mo is a problem.
Sam
You're only
Laporte is coming
You're only
back.
saying that because he went to Alabama.
Sam
He
Laporte
went
is
to Ohio
coming back.
State too, though. So I mean, what am I saying?
And Jahmyr Gibbs, he catches the ball out the backfield too.
And that's the other thing.
He's
You got
going to have
two
to.
extremely
Sonic with him.
fast individuals on offense. Because Jameson Williams is insanely fast, and Gibbs is lightning fast.
No, of course. It's
it
not
makes
enough
it
on the
all
wide receivers.
crazy.
I don't believe golf is fast enough to match their speed and get the ball out there. I am thinking his skills are declining.
He's an older
That's what
quarterback.
I'm gonna go with. That's my take.
Let me
After
continue.
putting up
I just
almost
want to look at
5,000
something. I'll
yards
come
last
back to
year?
that.
How much?
After putting up almost 5,000 yards last year.
That's because that's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to see, did he go?
I'm trying to figure out where the decline is at. That's all I'm.
Because if that's decline, I want
Right,
somebody.
I want him. I want that. If that's
I
the
need
decline, please come to Tennessee.
I mean, y'all just named all of the speed that he got, all the weapons that he got. I can throw the ball 2 yards and let them just go the rest of the field and get
But the work
5,000
is-
yards.
Is that
But
his
that's
fault?
the other problem.
No, it's not his fault, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
So he
But the other-
could
but
be
the
on the
thing is, like
decline
Jim
while
said,
throwing 2
It's
yards.
his fault it's his fault when the playoffs come around. When he throws those picks.
That's normally how it goes.
That's I can't fight you on
That's the life
that.
of a quarterback. That's normally how it goes.
So
But for fantasy purposes, he's amazing.
what I'm hearing so far is Lions are winning. Murray and the Vikings are gonna be better. Caleb Williams is still a stud, and but they won't be as competitiveness. Why are we not talking about the Green Bay Packers with their elite defense?
They lost a lot.
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
Not on defense.
No, go ahead, bro. You were about to say something.
Because we don't know what's going on with Josh Jacobs, one.
Yeah.
Christian Watson can't stay healthy, two.
Two.
You traded away Wicks, and you lost what was the other one?
Dobbs.
Because you lost
Dobbs.
two receivers. And Michael Parsons still hurt.
That part.
So
Jordan
you
Love
know what I
definitely
mean?
ain't
Like
that dude.
there's not a ton to be confident about in Green Bay right now.
I am confident that when Tucker Kraft get back on the field,
Oh,
he's gonna be special
I forgot about him. He's still hurt.
because he's still hurt right now.
So that's why I'm not high on Green Bay right now.
So you guys really believe they're going to come in fourth?
No, I said Minnesota's gonna come in. I said Minnesota. I said Green
He
Bay.
said Minnesota. I said I feel they'll come in fourth.
Yeah, I had Minnesota fourth. I had Green Bay third.
That division is just bananas, honestly.
Yeah.
So
And like Jim said it at the beginning, like it's so wide open. I wouldn't be surprised if any of those four won the division. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't either. Literally.
I think
I
one
would
thing,
not,
I do
I would
believe
not
one
be
thing.
surprised if all four of them have winning records at the end and still miss the playoffs at the 4th seed.
No, I think the Bears are set up to fail. And by fail, I mean they're not going to be that team that played like that last year. They're not going to come up and surprise folks and win those games in the fourth quarter. I believe it was like 5 or 6 games that they won at the end. You flip that around, they're not even a playoff team. So
They got
You
a
know-
rough stretch toward the end of the season too.
Say again?
They got a tough stretch toward the end of the season too.
Mhm.
Looking at their
Yeah,
schedule,
being a division winner usually do. You know, that's
they got the Rams, then they got the Saints, Buffalo, then they got Miami, but then they got Chicago, Houston, and Detroit to finish the season.
And
That's a rough stretch.
that stretch right there is going to
Rough.
tell you whether or not Caleb Williams is that dude.
So, like usual, we only assume
Well, I was talking about Green Bay. Though.
we only
you're talking
assume
about
that
Green Bay.
everybody will be healthy by the end of the season. So usually majority season to the end of the season. Let's say Green Bay is at full strength on defense, right? Let's say the Lions are their offense is one of the best ones that's been good in these leagues. They're more focused, according to Pat McAfee. Where do you have 1 through 4? JB, going to you first in the division, winning to losing, and how many teams make the playoffs? And so it's a 2-part question.
So I'm gonna go in a different direction. I think, and I
Or you
I
can just
don't
answer
remember
the
which one
question.
y'all said. I think Rob used one who said it. I think Kyler Murray will come out and surprise people, or maybe Flex said it. But I think
Rob.
I think Minnesota wins the division.
Whoa.
I don't know. I don't know, but I think Minnesota pulls it out and wins by like one game, or it comes down to the last game of the season between them and, let's say, Detroit.
Pause.
It's the Bears. Their last game is the Bears.
Pause.
The Bears. There you go.
Pause. Timeout. I do have a question
Okay.
regarding the Minnesota Vikings. Do
Mm-hmm.
they have a defense that can contain any of these teams? Say, let's just even talk about the last drive. Because we're talking about 35-34, 35-32 type games. But does Minnesota have anybody on the defensive side of the board that can make a play? We know the Lions do. We know the Packers do. And the Bears defense was legit last year. Minnesota, as good as, and I agree, I do expect Kyler Murray to have that offense running. Jordan Mason looks good on the ground. Aaron Jones, like usual, starts off good, gets hurt, fine, whatever. Offensively, they're going to be fine. Minnesota's defense
Name one person
I am
on their
putting an
defense.
APB out on that
Name
defense.
one person on their defense.
Man, what you so mad at me for? You asked my
Who's
opinion.
mad at
Give
you?
you my opinion. You to name somebody. Hold up.
Who's
Let
mad?
me look for somebody on the defense.
First off, I'm piggybacking off of what Amir's saying. It ain't got nothing to do with what you say.
Y'all try to jump to me. Like I ain't coming with something. That's
I'm just saying those games
I think
would be
it might pop
entertaining.
off. I don't know.
Those games are
I
going
only
to
got one name, Dallas Turner. That's all I got.
You just Googled that, so don't count.
No, he's the Alabama guy. I know.
Oh,
That's
of course.
a damn-
That'll
that's a
count.
damn
it.
shame.
That don't count. Name somebody outside the SEC playing
See,
defense.
you ain't say that. You didn't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Their
Say
starting
he said it.
secondary right now is Charles Demings at corner, James Pierre at corner, Theo Jackson at safety, and Joshua Metellus at safety.
Pierre Paul got a better chance of stopping somebody at corner than
So,
what that would do to him.
Yeah, Byron Murphy, James Pierce.
Oh, Byron
Theo
Murphy.
Jackson.
Yeah, Byron Murphy. No, Byron Murphy is an all-pro.
They got him as the slot.
He's a nickelback. You got
Well,
Blake
he's-
Cashman as a linebacker.
He's on the end of his career, but he was an all-pro.
Oh, and what's
Andrew
the
Van
blonde
Ginkel.
kid? The blonde kid they had playing linebacker.
Van Ginkel.
Van Ginkel, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Andrew Van Ginkel.
The point I'm piggybacking off of the point Amir made. That defense is gonna be getting points ran up on them.
But now, one thing I will say though, we must say though, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings is a savant at calling defenses.
Yeah, Brian
So
Flores.
we don't know a lot of what they got going on right now, but I have to lean a little bit towards what Jim's saying, because their defense is always going to be, they're going to be stout. And we may not know the names right now, but I got a feeling we're going to know them at the end of the season.
JB, I'm going right back to you. You got Minnesota winning division. Okay, that's your choice. Finish out the top four. How many teams go to the playoffs in that division?
I got Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay. I don't think two teams make it.
You don't think two teams make it?
Yeah, I don't think two teams is gonna make it out of the North.
This is the point where you get drug tested.
Actually, you know what? No, because I'm looking at the East and the South. Yeah, two teams will make it out of the. Two teams will make it from there. So it'll be Chicago and Minnesota.
We can always assume, and then this is a hard assumption, that only one team out the South is going to make it. Okay,
yeah.
So we know that much.
That's an easy.
Chef, top four, and how many teams make the playoffs out of that North?
I still got Detroit coming out of there. And like I said, Minnesota, then Chicago, Green Bay. And I got two coming out of there. I think Detroit and Minnesota both are getting in. And it'll be interesting from there.
Breaking news, we got another huge brawl from Minnesota and the Giants joint practice. So that's the third one this week.
They go stop doing joint practices because it seems like they just be brawling at every last one of them.
Yeah, Minnesota was brawling at joint practice with Baltimore.
Now people getting suplexed at one.
Yep.
He's just trying to make his daddy proud. But Fleck, talk to me or continue to make him proud because he pissed hot. So that's one right there. He made him proud. He made him proud with that one. He was continuing to make him proud. Fleck, talk to me about the North and how many teams make the playoffs.
I got two teams coming out the North. Detroit, Chicago, I think 1 and 2. And then I'm going Green Bay and Minnesota as my top four. So it's going to be Detroit, Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Did you say top four? Like before, like it's more than 4 teams in the division?
He got you there.
Oh, I didn't look at it like that. Oh.
And then I got two of those 4.
2 out of said 4.
Coming out of, I got Detroit and Chicago. I wouldn't be surprised though, because, and this ain't me taking a shot, but I think San Francisco's gonna probably miss the playoffs because of all the injuries.
Where the hell did that come from? We talking about the North.
Because let me finish. Let me cook. Which will probably allow a third team from that North to get in.
Or the East.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Jim, to your defense, I didn't have the 49ers making the playoffs last week. But my top.
They had all the injuries last year and they still made the playoffs. So y'all can feel how y'all want.
We're in the North. We're not talking about the West.
Oh yeah, now we're in the North, huh? Okay.
Yes. We didn't open that door. I gave you the opportunity to start the show with CMC's booty hole, but you decided to talk about he's healthy. So we get it. We get it. You got a healthy booty hole. Anyway, my North 4.
Right.
I too got Detroit winning the division. I do. That speed is gonna cause problems. Okay, whether I like golf or not, that speed is Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he'll lead the league in rushing this year. He doesn't have Montgomery taking away the carries, and Pacheco's damn sure is not gonna take away. The only thing Pacheco might do is take away the touchdowns on the goal line.
Yeah, goal line. Yeah.
But as far as he's gonna be a 3-down back for the first time since he joined his league. They pay him that amount of money. They're going to give him that amount of balls for the next 3-4 years. Jahmyr Gibbs will probably lead the league in rushing this season. So with that being said, that's why I have Detroit. And I think it's more bad division than good. The Bears is going to take a step back. They're going to be a 9-8, 8-9 kind of team, if I'm being honest, because Minnesota is not going to be an easy out. Green Bay is never going to be easy out even with Parsons being gone. He still got Rashawn Gary. So that defense and others, and until Parsons come back, because Parsons is going to make sure he's back for that Cowboys game, which is week 6. So I really believe it's going to be like 11-6 Detroit, and then everybody else is like 9-8, 8-9 for Minnesota. So that's where I got the division. I think whoever wins the division, one might sneak in with the playoffs with a 9-8, 10-7 type record. Seeing because I think the Cowboys are going to be a lot better, and we're not going to get to the other divisions, but Eagles obviously will be up there. Commanders and Giants will be better, probably not playoff team, but they'll be better. And then I agree, the West probably going to have the 2 teams. And for some reason I still can't say Seattle because I don't know which Darno is going to show up this season. Rams is going to be up there, and 49ers is 50-50. But it's not automatic that 2 teams make it to the NFC North. Give me one more take before we move on to the AFC North. It's a surprise out of the division, whether it is a player, coach, moment. What do you think is going to happen? Defensive player? Defense, period? What do you think is going to be a surprise out of the NFC North? JB?
Everybody's talking about Addison and Jefferson for good reason, but keep an eye on Juwan Jennings in Minnesota. It's a reason why he thought he was gonna be able to get 20 mil a year, but he's still a good receiver. So
is Addison suspended, right? 3 games? 1 game? 2?
It's 3, right?
He's suspended for at least the first one for that first.
I want to say it's 3.
Who? Juwan
not
Jennings?
sure. I'm not the statistician.
Jordan Addison. Chef, talk to me. Where going to be a surprise coming out of the NFC North?
The step back that I think Jordan Love's going to take a step back in his maturation. I think this season he's going to run into a lot of scrutiny due to the fact that the departure of the wide receivers, Josh Jacobs, not sure what's going on with him, and I think their offense takes a huge step back.
Fleck?
Jordan Addison isn't suspended. He's not suspended.
Oh, wow.
Any games this
Maybe.
season. He was suspended for the first 3 last year.
First 3
That's
last.
what I thought. I thought it was last year.
Okay.
No, he
But,
got arrested again for excessive speeding or some BS this year, but I don't know. They probably won't suspend him.
But I think I wouldn't be surprised if Kyler Murray did have a good season. I will piggyback off of, I think Rob said it. I think Kyler Murray could have, he's in a contract year and he has receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like he has Jordan, Justin Jefferson and Addison. He has what's the tight end for them?
Hockenson. Let's be honest. He went from Marvin Harrison to Justin Jefferson.
Right.
Like
So
that is the ultimate upgrade.
And I think that's going to motivate him to play well. So
Yeah.
Whether that correlates to team success, I don't know, but I think he's going to have a good season.
I'm going the opposite way of what the chef said, and I think y'all gonna be surprised at how capable the Green Bay offense is going to be. I'm gonna go the opposite. I carefully chose the word capable because we're still going to see they still struggled last year moving the ball. This same Jordan Love didn't have Christian Watson for almost the entire season.
He never had
Wicks,
Christian Watson.
Wicks stood
I
out.
was gonna say,
That's
when
all
did
they
he ever
had.
have Christian Watson?
And I'm saying Wicks stood out because that's all they had.
And they traded him.
Golden did not have a
That's
touchdown
right.
last year, and this team still made the playoffs. So I believe is it Matthew Golden is going to be his show in Green Bay, and he's going to get about 6-7 touchdowns. And with or without Josh Jacobs, I'm gonna go without. They still got Brooks, and they got. When I point, that's when you're supposed to say who statistician.
I don't know. What were you saying? What were you even saying?
I just watched Moneyball the other day. That's why I was like,
They got Marshawn
Marshawn
Lloyd,
Lloyd?
Chris Brooks, and
yeah,
Pierre
Lloyd.
Strong.
But I think
Lloyd?
Brooks is going to be the starter there. They're going to play without Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs ain't playing this season.
Right now, they got Marshawn Lloyd as the starter behind Jacobs if Jacobs don't go.
Yeah, Jacobs is not. I don't see him playing. All I'm saying is that offense is going to be. They're going to be okay. And of course, Tucker Kraft will be Tucker Kraft probably about week 3 or 4. It's going to take him a little bit to get his feet under him again, but they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. Again, 9-18, 10-7-ish. They're going to be okay. We spent a lot of time talking about the NFC, only because the chef is going to take up all our time in the AFC. AFC North, which it's always the talk of if Cincinnati is healthy, Cincinnati's the team to beat. That's been the narrative since
Forever.
Burrow has joined the league. And is it the same this season?
It always is. It always is.
Looking at
I just don't like the fact how they always give a pass to Burrow, to Josh Allen, and all of these quarterbacks that are supposed to be elite quarterbacks, but Lamar is scrutinized like he is the worst quarterback in the world.
because Lamar's a running back.
Your mom says it's a lie.
What?
Now, I will say that Josh.
You
I
will
will
not do
say,
that.
hold on now. I will say that Josh Allen gets the same criticism because he always falls short in the playoffs.
No.
Yes, he does.
They literally turned right back around. Who was rated higher this year? Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, even though both were in the MVP race all the way up until the end of the season.
Yeah, is Josh Allen then is Lamar Jackson one too?
No, Lamar is ranked number 5 on quarterbacks right now,
Crazy.
behind Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. I want to say Caleb Williams and Jordan Love.
Okay, so that's
Or is it Drake May? One or the other.
again, that's dumb.
Exactly.
Josh Allen's 1, Lamar Jackson's 2.
Now, what I do appreciate, though, I appreciate them for doing that because that gives him that motivation to be Lamar Jackson, and I appreciate it. He already is motivated, self-motivated anyway because he wants to win a Super Bowl.
But
So now you have the doubters and the naysayers, as they love to say. So
there's that but, and I'm coming right back to you, Shut. There's that but where Lamar Jackson can't stay healthy.
well, I mean, it's hard to stay healthy when you got Daniel Falalala sitting up there letting everybody walk by and smacking them in the face, and you got to run for your life every play. Which I thank the Giants for taking that headache off my hands.
Not the
Now,
Falafel, right?
really quick,
I saw y'all got rid of that too.
I know we talked about that sack that knocked Jackson Dart out the game, that brought him right back in the game, but it was an outside, and Tyrone Tracy missed the block.
Oh,
right.
that play was Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah,
but
that's
if
why
you
he
look
got
at a couple of plays before that, when he was blocking fresh air and let 2 defenders run right by him, and he was just pushing fresh air around.
The
But he-
falafel restaurant?
Oh, bro, it was so terrible. Like he got up and he just started pushing like this, and literally 2 defenders ran and did
But he
right
is
around.
now he is now Jacksonville's problem. So we're fine. We will take that 6th round pick.
That's why I was like,
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
but
Jay-
you know, it's gonna be good this year.
I'm come right back. I'm gonna come to you here momentarily. I'm gonna let the other two say what they gotta say, and I'm gonna let you do your rebuttal because I got a feeling that you're not gonna like what they gotta say. I'm not a mind reader, but I'm gonna go with JB, who is winning the AFC North. And yeah, let's go with that right now.
You know, while Rob was going off on his tangent about the falafel restaurant and all this other stuff, I was looking at the AFC North schedule.
Horrible.
They are. I do think the Ravens have the easier schedule. Looking at
Cleveland
all
does.
I
Cleveland.
said I think. Well, Cleveland don't count. We're not counting Cleveland because nobody thinks Cleveland's gonna win anything. So out of the teams that we think are gonna win, being Baltimore and Cincinnati, and I guess Pittsburgh may be 500. Baltimore has a slightly easier schedule than Cincinnati, but Cincinnati has a somewhat of a cakewalk schedule too, because I believe y'all are playing the AFC South this year, which gives y'all a lot to talk about. Y'all playing the AFC South and the NFC South, which gives y'all all kind of different things. So I do think the Ravens
undefeated,
right?
Playing those divisions,
and then you got the Cowboys, the Colts, all these random people. But I do think the Ravens win the division, and Cincinnati comes in second place in that division over there with now I was about to say Baltimore again, with Pittsburgh coming in third, being right around 500, being 9-8, and bringing up the rear as always is our favorite Cleveland Browns.
Really quickly though, 16 seasons in a row, I believe it's 16 seasons in a row, Pittsburgh's been above 500. Mike Tomlin. Does that stick for Pittsburgh, or is that a Mike Tomlin thing coming into the season with McCarthy being the new coach? I'm going right back to you, JB.
You know what? I don't know. We still got Aaron in going to the pits of darkness and whatever else he does with the ashwagandha. So I think this season it'll stick around, and then once he retires, it'll probably move around from there. That'll give McCarthy a little bit more freedom to do stuff that he actually wants to do and not be dealing with Aaron Rodgers. So this season, I think it'll be right there at 1 or 2 games over 500, and then they'll start moving around from there.
Mr. Moore, talk to me about the AFC North.
My 4 are the same order that Jim had his. I think Baltimore wins it. If they don't, it's going to be because they play Buffalo and Cincinnati doesn't. That's the game that might swing it one way or the other, is that Baltimore plays Buffalo and Cincinnati doesn't.
Does Cincinnati play Dallas?
Kansas City.
Get a ball to the king.
Does Cincinnati play Dallas?
Are you asking?
I know Baltimore does. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, Baltimore.
No, Cincinnati doesn't play Dallas either.
So that's another game that can change.
They got Kansas City, and I'm trying to see who's the other one that is out.
Well, I was saying because you said
got Kansas City and Washington.
That's what I'm saying. That's another reason.
That'll be the swing for me.
Right.
I was going through, counting the games, and it came down to Buffalo versus, and Cincinnati got Kansas City late in the season, so Mahomes should be back, should be healthy, if everything goes as planned. But I still got Baltimore winning that division. I got Baltimore, I got Cincinnati, I got Pittsburgh, I got Cleveland.
So before we get to the chef, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, then I'm gonna ask the question, and then we get to the chef to close out the AFC North. We'll give you all the time in the world to get everything off your chest, even falafel related. Whatever you gotta say, sir, you say what you gotta say. Now, the AFC North. I asked the question when we started this particular segment. If Cincinnati is healthy, which has been a huge if since they went to the Super Bowl, are they the favorites? My answer is no, only because they really didn't do nothing on that defense. Getting Lawrence was huge. stop a rush or two, but they're not going to stop anybody throwing the ball. But with that being said, I think Jalen Polk, Baltimore got themselves a good number 2. Might be 3 right now with Flowers, Bateman, Polk. But I think he's going to be a nice wide receiver.
Where you get them having Polk from?
You mean Lane?
Jacoby Lane?
Yeah, that guy.
Jacoby Lane.
Who's where did Polk go to?
You got to give me a second.
Yeah. No, forgive me. Lane. I've been watching a little bit of tape. He's been showing out just
Jalen Polk went to the Saints, but then he retired. That was the one that retired.
Yeah.
That's why the name keeps coming up. Which is crazy.
He went to the Saints and then he retired.
He saw what was happening.
I knew something was going on with that
He
name.
was drafted by the Patriots, went to the Saints, and said, "Nah, I'm good."
He walked in, took a look around, and was like, "All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it
Just like that Bengals cornerback that he's going to act for a little bit and be like, I'll come back later.
He a rookie though. That's crazy.
They're not going to
He
cut him.
also was on the verge of not making the team anyway, so
They'll put him on the
smart
exempt.
move for him.
Nah, they'll put him on the exempt list. He said he just wants to finish this movie and then he's going to come back to play. So they'll put him on the exempt list. He'll come back at the end of the season. But either way, Cincinnati hasn't done anything on the defensive side of the ball. So I got Baltimore 1, assuming obviously if the Bengals are healthy too. Pittsburgh, I think picking up Michael Pittman is huge at wide receiver.
Ginormous.
And yes, they got a lot of size on that offense. A lot of size. Did they keep Jonnu Smith? I don't really think they needed him.
Jonnu Smith? No.
Who?
He's not there.
Pittsburgh, yeah. Because I know they got Freiermuth and they got that big boy from Georgia.
Darnell Washington.
Yeah, they got that big boy from
Where
Georgia.
did Jonnu Smith go? Didn't he go to?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know where he went. But picking up Pittman is huge. That relieves the pressure off of DK Metcalf just a little bit. Cleveland's going to be a lot better. Cleveland's going to be that team where it's not going to be an easy victory. They might lose all the games late, but them trading away Myles Garrett was a head scratcher to me.
Who? The Browns?
Yeah.
They got
It
what's the
wasn't a
name?
head scratcher to me because you get rid of he's not on. He's 30.
He could be on the downside.
Get what you can for him while you can.
While you
because
can,
they're not doing anything. He was just gonna be wasting away in Cleveland.
And they got younger because Jared Verse, he's younger and he's solid. He's not Myles Garrett, but he's solid.
I just believe that team needed that voice of experience outside of Deshaun Watson.
But Johnny Smith is still a free agent.
Okay.
Yeah, he's thinking about going back to Miami.
But that's what I got. The floor is yours, Chef. Talk to me about the North and how many teams you believe make it.
Of course, I think Baltimore's going to win it. It's going to be interesting to see how Pittsburgh maneuvers through that schedule they got coming up. Because that schedule they got, because they have, I want to say it's Philly, New England. I got to look it up, but I want to say it's Philly, New England, and I can't think of who the third team is, but they have a pretty tough schedule.
Are they a plus 500 team?
They'll finish plus 500. They're solid enough, and I think actually it'll be them and Baltimore will be the two teams to get in. I honestly also worry about the O-line for the Bengals because Joe Burrow is always running for his life every game. So
and Aaron Rodgers ain't running for shit.
And
Pittsburgh's other team is Denver.
Denver, that's the other one, and that's why I was like, it's going to be a toss up The schedules are pretty aggressive, but I think Baltimore will win the division. I actually think the offense for Baltimore is going to be much better, and that defense for Baltimore are going to learn how to close out games the right way, because that was a lot of the issues. We get leads, the defense wouldn't be able to stop and control the lead, and then of course we'd have an OC that didn't want to run the dang ball to finish games out. So thankfully we're past that now. So we'll be in a position to where we can finish out games the right way. So I actually think Baltimore is going to win it out, and it's going to be interesting because in the middle of the season, is it the middle or the beginning? The middle of the season. Baltimore plays Buffalo in Buffalo on the 1st of November. I actually think that's going to be the game that tells us where we're going to be at. And then the end of the season is where I'm not getting warm and fuzzy at the end of the season too much, because out of the last 6 games, we played the Texans, we played the Bucks, we played Steelers twice, we played the Browns and the Bengals. And the Bengals game is on the road.
Every one of those games seems like a victory to me. I don't know.
It's AFC North division, so anything is possible.
And Houston ain't no pushover.
And Houston is going to be hell to play. And it's going to be in Houston. It's not in Baltimore. It's in Houston at that time of the season. Nico Collins,
AFC Jordan's love.
With Nico Collins,
love the same to me.
To me, honestly, I think that's going to be a brutal end of the schedule, but I think it's going to be telling. I think Mentor is going to have that team ready. So I'm pleasantly happy right now. We'll see how it goes the rest of the season, but I think it's going to be a good season for my team. So
we already knew that 8-game suspension for yeah. It's going to be intriguing. I think the only thing that makes it unpredictable is the combat that is the AFC North. Sorry, the AFC North is all about the defensive matchups, where the NFC North is all about the offensive matchups. That's why I'm concerned about Minnesota not having a defense capable of making a stop. And the AFC North is, if Cincinnati stays healthy, do they win? So obviously that's been the same question since they went to the Super Bowl. So that's going to be intriguing coming forward. Next week, we're going down south, where the preview probably only lasts about 5 minutes. But either way, we're going to try to stretch it out to an hour because there's not much to talk about. But we're going to try.
Jeez.
Sorry, 7. Fleck will take 5 by himself. The rest of us will take about 30 seconds to discuss the South.
I feel attacked.
Why
is being good? I've been waiting my turn and everything.
No, we should feel attacked because the price should go down for these payment plans for the direct TV based upon the South, because they ain't giving us nothing to watch. But either way, next week we're going down south. We're going to discuss the NFC and the AFC and see if Tennessee is over under 4 games. But either way, Chef, I don't know what Fleck is doing on his chair. I think he's scratching his back. Because I thought moving like that looked like the Tennessee offensive lineman. But I'm gonna pause for applause. Chef, you got something for us?
So, in commemoration of what we talked about today, talking about the North, let's talk about the Vikings. Between the time that Randy Moss left the Vikings and Justin Jefferson became a Viking, who were the 3 players that caught the most touchdowns for the Vikings?
Hawkinson.
I'm gonna go with Adrian
Not
Peterson.
Hawkinson.
I'm gonna go Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson was
Nope.
never a receiver.
No, they caught the most. I didn't say he
Who
was.
caught-
I said, but
who caught
that's
touchdowns?
how bad the receiving core was those years. I'm picking
Did
running
the
backs.
Vikings have a team between Randy Moss and Justin Jefferson?
I'm picking running backs. I'm picking who was their leading running back all those years? What's his name? Jeez. What's this?
What are you asking me?
The leading running back, not Adrian Peterson, but the one that took
I'm
over.
sitting here trying to think of what Rob's question. What are you asking me?
The running back that took over Peterson. Light skinned dude.
Oh, Robert Smith.
Was
Was
it
it,
Robert Smith?
was it Smith? Yeah.
Was it him? I thought Smith was before him.
No, it was after. I thought it was after Adrian Peterson.
Oh wow. Okay. But no, none of those. Any other guesses?
I don't even remember any wide
I'm
receivers
trying
coming
to
out.
remember.
I don't remember
any
anybody
receivers.
on the Vikings team during that time.
Would say nobody.
I'm trying to remember any receivers for the Vikings.
You see what I'm saying? Who was the quarterback?
It was over that whole span. It was
Like Case Keenum?
Yeah, well,
It
they had
there was
Dante
a few of
Culpepper.
them.
They had Dante Culpepper for a while,
But
even after.
Culpepper was there with Randy Moss was there.
Yeah, no, he was still there for a little bit after Moss. They had
I don't know.
They had Brad Johnson for a while, and they had the other Johnson and Johnson. They had Cousins, right, for a few
Yeah,
seasons.
Kurt. Yeah. Mr. Hot, you like that?
Jeez,
Yeah.
wide receivers. I can't even think of a wide receiver. That's how
And I
bad.
didn't say wide receivers. I said players.
Hell, you could have put freaking Jared Allen in the freaking goal line and caught some touchdown passes. For all I remember.
Let me know when you want me to give it to you.
I mean, pause.
Who
Go
was the
ahead,
tight
give us
end?
the-
Yeah, please pause. Sorry.
He said Hawkinson, but he said no.
No, it's not Hawkinson.
Hawkinson only played there the last few seasons.
Yeah, Hawkinson won the tight end between them
For the
two.
Vikings, damn, that nigga, he started with the Lions. I'm tripping.
Yeah, Hawkinson.
Yeah,
he
you
just
all
got
the way
there.
out.
He just got there a couple years ago.
Oh, Dalvin Cook, maybe.
Nope.
That was a running back.
Oh,
He said no
I
running
know.
back.
He
No, I didn't say
what
no
was
running back.
receivers,
I
though.
said I didn't
He
say
said
running back.
players.
I didn't say
So
wide
that
receiver. I just
leads
said
me to
player.
believe that it's not just receivers.
I just feel bad that I can't think of a wide receiver outside of Justin Jefferson and Randy Moss in between there. Chris
I don't know,
Carter
man.
was
What's the-
before
what's the answer?
Moss, well, ish. Then
So the number one player, Kyle Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph, tight
Kyle
end.
Rudolph did play
I
for
knew-
them.
I knew he was white. I couldn't think of the name. I
Well,
just knew
guess
his
what?
name was-
I got another one for you. The second one, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. I forgot about him.
He did the miracle
Third.
of
He got to play with the
Minnesota.
Vikings.
The miracle
Third.
of Minnesota.
Another great white height, Adam
Adam
Thielen.
Thielen. I
Thielen.
forgot about him too.
Adam Thielen.
I drafted him
Now-
every year.
For a bonus, how many touchdowns
No.
did Kyle Rudolph catch?
No,
84.
41.
You said 41?
Yeah,
What'd you say, Fleck?
13.
13.
Damn.
I don't know. How many did he catch in that season?
Damn.
Bro.
Career.
He was saying the season. He
If
just
he's
said
a
In
lead-
the
if he's a
span
leading- if
between
he's a
Moss
leading
and
touchdown-
Jefferson.
in between
Oh,
Moss
how
and
many touchdowns did he catch in that span?
Yeah.
Oh,
14.
Jefferson.
I give him one more.
41.
I said 41.
That's what he said.
41 and a half then.
Okay. And a half.
41 and a 2-point conversion.
What about you, Jim?
Well, I had said 84, but I'm gonna bring that number down because he a tight end.
That was his number, was 84, I believe.
I don't know. No, his number was 88. I thought I'm gonna bring that down to a respectable 37.
So Amir and Flick, y'all were close. It's 47.
I was
had the
close.
7.
Yeah.
I said 41 and a half, so I was closer.
What'd you say? I was closer.
Tied it in.
Stephon Diggs had 30. Adam Thielen had 25.
I can't believe I forgot about Adam Thielen. For some reason, I
I
never
can't
thought
believe
about
I forgot about
We
Thielen
forgot about
and
both
Diggs.
of them.
I
Yeah.
never even
I
thought
was
about
thinking,
Diggs.
I don't know. I was thinking too far back. I was thinking before then. I don't know why.
Now this one is a good one for Amir
Uh-oh.
because this is your boys. Even though we're going to talk about the East
5
coming up.
concussions.
But save it for the East. Save it for
5
next week.
concussions.
I
So
said
I'm gonna have
five-
another one.
I
I'm
said
gonna have
five
another one.
concussions.
Boy.
Who?
Oh.
This was I saw this one on Get Up. Who is the youngest QB to start a playoff game for the Giants?
Hostetler?
Nope.
Sims.
Nope.
No.
Tommy DeVito.
He didn't start a playoff game.
No. This, and I'll give you a hint. This was back in 1997. And he started the game against the Minnesota Vikings.
1997.
And the person who started is a diehard SEC hater. Currently now.
97.
It's not Phil Sand, no.
No. Eli.
He's a commentator now. He's also a commentator now.
Yeah.
And he used to be on CBS, but now he's more along Fox and other channels, spewing his hateful rhetoric about the SEC.
97.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Florida State.
There you go. Danny Cannell.
Jeez.
24 years old at the time and
You want to hate
36
about
days
that? That
old.
boy did not like the SEC.
He hates
That's because he's
the
from
SEC.
Florida State, and Florida State is trash.
No,
That's what made me think about it.
Exactly.
because the SEC, Florida State undefeated team didn't even make the playoffs. So obviously they're gonna hate.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Danny Cannell was hating before that.
Tell him be
No,
better.
I'm talking about because of the SEC. I know he was hating way before that, but
Yeah,
Tell him
he
be better.
hated the SEC forever. So, but yeah, just a little, some little tidbits for y'all.
I totally forgot about Danny Cannell. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. If Rob would have never said the hate for the SEC,
Oh, you'd have never got it.
Those,
You'd have never got it.
those are some ugly years for the Giants. I'll tell you that much.
Those?
97,
That's-
yeah,
That's the only ones? Okay, well, all right. Ooh, it's been 2 weeks.
This is wild.
Next week we talking about Spider-Man on the show, y'all.
Before, well, I'm telling you, we got 7 minutes to the South. We got to fill in the rest of the hour with some type of talk.
well,
Yeah, selfish.
I said we got 7 minutes talking about the South next week. We got to talk about some movies or something.
Ooh, I got
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
coins here so we can flip to see who gonna be the winner because the South is trash.
You know,
They say they shall rise again, but that's a different time. Well, everybody, since Rob done fully confused the shit out of everybody,
What did I do?
y'all know how we say it. Some people like football, basketball, and baseball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But right here, all sports matter.
peace out.